welcome to another episode of the Achievers Pod, where we bring to you real stories, real tips, expert insight on leadership, on business, on finances, on relationship, on communication. The list goes on and on. My name is Victoria Showomi, aka First Lady V. I am your host, and I am excited again to be here today, though I am here by myself, but I have something very, very juicy for you. And this is a continuation of what I did the last episode. If you haven't seen that, I kind of go through business structure, how you can get started in a business, some business ideas. It just kind of open up your mind to the possibilities if you are thinking of business. And why was I talking about business? Because that is one of the pathway for you to have a financial freedom and also to be able to build your wealth. Many episodes back, I share about, few pathways, three major pathways to becoming wealthy is number one, through inheritance. So your parents, grandparents, great grandparents might leave an inheritance for you, leave a trust fund for you, big one that settle you for the rest of your life. And I share some example. Or number two, investments. All right, you're able to invest either in stock market, do real estate investment. There are so many opportunities, ETFs. There are so many. You probably need to sit down with somebody and go through the options and choose what works for you. What works for me might not work for you. And depending on where you are and the rules and the laws that guide, your state of origin or maybe the country, wherever you are. But most of the investment you can do locally and you can do internationally, like the New York Stock Exchange. You can be anywhere to buy into stock with NYSE. So it doesn't matter. But do your research, do your due diligence. You might need to speak with a financial advisor depending on your portfolio, how much money you are bringing into the table. But other one is real estate, and I'm going to be bringing a friend of mine. I am so excited because she is a medical doctor and she now is into investment, property investment, where different people are pulling money together to have a big unit. I mean, it's so amazing all the things you can do investment. And then I talked about a business, and I shared last week. I shared on different options for you if you are thinking about business. Mind you, not everybody is cut out to be a business person, but you can invest in business. Not when we talk about investment, those are like businesses out there that are doing well and people are investing into. So you can do the same thing. So today on this episode, I want to share with you the essentials, things you must have in place to get your business off the ground. Now you have the ideas of what you need to do. You have done your market research to know what you are going to be offering to potential client customers out there. You are sure of what to do, what you are doing, what you are offering. And quickly let me interject this, because sometimes when you are doing your research with business, some things may not be known to you, and that is okay. But the one thing I have found out is I have seen businesses evolved. He actually a good friend of ours when he was starting his business here in Texas in Houston a few years ago. He just want to be like confectionery business, cookies and things like that. And he actually started, and then he got to find out that people were asking more about coffee, about drinks. So now he divert a little bit, and now he's doing more of drinks, smoothies, coffee, and all of that. So sometimes what you started with might evolve, because now you are actually interacting with real customers, people who are paying for what you have to offer. And so sometimes you may be able to say, oh wow, I might either go this direction or really add on to what I'm offering based on the needs of your client. All right. So that being said, what is the first thing you need to do? One major essential you need to have in place is creating an identity for your business. Creating an identity. You know, my name is Victoria, right? Show me, aka First Lady V. So your business must have its own name. So, but this is not just coming up with a name anyhow. It must be a name that makes meaning to you. It must be a name that when people ask you, why did you choose that name, there is a story behind it. It may be a name that really communicates what you are offering to your customers. But I want you to take a time to really think about that. And if you are a person of faith, please pray about it. Let the Holy Spirit guide you as choosing a name. A name is very, very matter. It's very, very crucial to your business. Your business needs a name. For one of my businesses, the name is Petra Home Care. And I remember people will always ask me, why do I have Petra Home Care? Why do I choose that name? And let me tell you, everyone loves the name Petra. Number one, it's so easy to pronounce. I mean, Petra, it's not complicated, as simple as it can get. And the inspiration behind it, actually my husband came up with this name many years ago, over a decade ago, when he went on a academic tour to Israel many years, I think in the 2009 2010 thereabout. And when he came back, and he was just talking about different places they've been to, and something about that Petra that jumped at me, and I wrote it down. I mean, like many years ago. And so, and the meaning of Petra is cornerstone. That is the literal meaning, cornerstone. I just love it. I love the simplicity. And by the time I started my company, the name was available. Boom, I chose it. I love it. And people love that name. So think, pray about it, and come up with a name for your business. Make sure it is a name that is so simple, that people can recognize, people can pronounce, not so complicated. Look at Apple. That's it. Apple. It's so easy. Look at Nike, look at Adidas, look at Amazon, FedEx. Names that are not complicated. They can be no different letters that you put together to make a meaning, but choose something that is really can resonate with you, resonate with your customers. They can pronounce, they can say it, they can easily go to Google and search you out because they actually remember that name. Don't make it too complicated for people to deal with your business. So creating an identity for your business, that is number one of it, is having that name. And once you've chosen your name, you must now register that name, register that business in the name of your business, right? You have the name, now register your business. Make it legal. Here in the United States or wherever, when you have a child, you tell them the name of your baby, and they put it on a certificate and give it to you. They make it official. And for the rest of that child, that is the name he or she is going to be bearing. So you want to make it legal. Register your business. It doesn't matter which state you are. It may be different process, but register your business. You might need to use a third party, somebody to do it for you. And sometimes, if you are so savvy, you can do it yourself. Actually, there are businesses that I registered myself, and there are some that I use an agency to register for me. You can use an attorney, a business lawyer. I am not one, so that's a disclaimer out there. A business attorney, you may use a CPA, or you may use an agency, such like LegalZoom, Incfile, Tailor Brand. There are so many agencies out there. They will charge you a token, but they will help you file, register your name. And most of the time, these people will also help you to file or apply for your EIN number. If you do your business yourself, you register yourself, then you have to file your EIN number. That is like a social security number if you are here in the United States for your business. Anyone you want to do business with, they're going to need that EIN number. When you're bringing in employees, you're going to need that EIN number because it's the identity for your business. So business structure, it can be just a simple DBA, it can be an LLC, it can be a corporation. But speak with a lawyer, speak with a CPA, they will guide you through and can really provide extensive education and guidance as to which legal structure is appropriate for your type of business. And these are very crucial because, if you want to really have an established business, if you want to grow that business, your business needs identity. Because if you are going to be seeking for funds, maybe apply for business loans, apply for grants, or different other things, you're going to need your business to have its own identity, its own name, its own structure, right, and EIN number. So once those have been done, congratulations! Now you have a baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Congratulations. So it's now thinking or doing your building your business plan, putting your business plan together. This can be as simple as anything, and it can be time um, that you need a lot of time into it because now you are bringing all of the ideas together. What you are offering, it is a product, it is a services. Who are your target audience, your target client? Who are the customers that are going to be buying from you? What is their pain point? What is the value you are bringing to them? Mind you, there are other businesses out there that are offering probably the same thing or similar to what you are offering or the product you are bringing into the market. But what will make you stand out compared to other companies? What is the value? That is when they talk about the value proposition. What is the value if I am to do business with you? What is the value I'm getting from you? Am I getting a peace of mind? Am I getting the conveniency? Am I getting it like is it a premium product? You now need to develop your business plan, putting into in mind what your customers are looking for and what make you as a person, as a business, stand out. Why will I go to Walmart instead of going to Target? Why will I not go to Target and go to dealers? You know, so you want to think like your customer right now and then look at the value that you bring to them. And part of your business plan is thinking about your marketing channels. How are you going to be marketing your products? What platforms? How? And if you're going to be getting employees, how are you going to be getting your employees? What is your price structure? What is your mode of getting payment? So all of those things come into play when it comes to business plan. But let me give you this simple tool that you can use if you are starting a business. It is a software called a Life Plan. LIVEPLAN. Thank me later. LIVEPLAN. Life Plan. You have to subscribe to it. I think they have two tiers. One is $20 per month, and one is 30 something dollar per month. I might miss that, but it's really like a chat GBT generated thing that it asks you some questions And when you put in the responses, it build your business plan for you. And they do have a 35-day money back guarantee. So if you just want to try for 1 month, but you have to play, you have to pay, there is no free platform. So, but it's $20. You can just do that, create your um, business plan, and get out of there. Thank me later on that one. But that is really going to bring things into play for you. So once you have done that, you've gotten your business plan, all of that is now creating your assets. Is creating your asset, and part of this is going to be part of what you're doing inside of your business plan. Your asset meaning that what are the things you are putting out there for people to get to know you? Your website, your social medias, your Google page, you printed materials, YouTube channel, different things that we get brand awareness for you. We get people to know what you're offering, and we get people to want to do business with you, buy your products, your email system. And then once that is done, then you set up phone lines. Depending on the nature of your business, you might be able to do Google Voice program. There's so many options out there, and you may get that separate line. It doesn't matter. But once you are in business, this I tell my people who are like starting home care agency, that everything about you have to be professional. You are not going to be sending mail to your clients using victoria@gmail.com. No, my email, I have several email for my businesses. For the Petra Home Care, I have Visual with me at Petra Home Care. My Achievers Club, I have Victoria at Achievers Club. It makes it professional, sound professional. All right. So if you have somebody building your website, they can get that for you, or you go on GoDaddy and just do it yourself. You can sign up with Microsoft, and they will get you at that digital at yourbusiness.com. You want to stand professional, have a dedicated business line, an extra line to your phone services, all of that. And before I wrap up, don't forget, you have to open a business account. And that is why earlier I talked about your business identity. Because for you to open up a business account, your business must be registered whichever way, whether with your local county, whether with your state. Here in Texas, it's the Secretary of State that we register with. You must have that document that you've registered your business, that now your business has the life of its own. And then you have your EIN number. They need that. They need that. So once you open your business account, yes, you start, doing business. You may want to do a business shower. Yes, if you are raising money. Tell people what you need. Depending on what you're doing, some businesses may need to get an office. If not, if it's something you can work from home, it's okay. But once you build your business plan, you will know, do you need, and depending on what you're offering, just in the warehouse, maybe for products, do you need an office, a virtual office? Do you need to meet clients? Can you meet them in Starbucks? All of those things come out in your business plan. Register your business, get your banking in, and start doing business. For money, for funding for business, I'm going to bring somebody, a friend of mine, Lindsay. I'm going to bring her out because she has so many ways for securing funding for business. But most importantly, you as a person, you must have money. It may not be a lot, but please, if you are thinking of business, make sure you have something on the side. Depending on your business, there's some business you can start with a couple of $100, and some business you need thousands and thousands. For my home care agency, for just the basic non-medical home care, I tell people have at least $10,000. At least your license is almost $3,000, and you're going to buy policies and procedures, software that you're going to be using. I mean, that is a bigger agency. And now if you are providing skilled home health, you're providing hospice, you need more money. But once you start and you put money on the side, and once some banking, banks see that your business is bringing in some income, then you might be able to get some funding, get some loans from them. And sometimes maybe on your personal credit that they will put loan on, but you need some money. And I tell people, when it comes to banking, you want to be intentional about who you bank with for your business, and try to build relationship with a particular person in that bank. All right, if you have a local one, go there, show your face, make time to be with somebody who really helps businesses. Let them get to know you, understand you, they will help you. And some talk about maybe using big banking or use a very small banks, but know that whichever bank you use, let them know what support resources do they have for a small business person like you. What are the associated fees? Some of them, if you maintain certain amount in your in your account, you will not get the maintenance fee. Or if you generate certain transaction, know all those things, and at the level of your business, know which one works for you. Choose wisely. All right, so this is where I'm going to stop today. But please make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscription and just subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that when new episode is released, you get to hear about it. My name is Victoria Showmi, aka First Lady V. If you would like to spend 15 minutes with me just to brainstorm on your business, my calendar is in the description. And also, if you are a business woman and a career-minded woman and you're seeking a community of women to be part of, I invite you to join my club, Victoria Achievers Club, for professional and career ladies. We support one another, we collaborate, we help you get to ideas off the ground, and we celebrate your success. So why not join us? All right, so till I see you next time, continue to achieve success. I love you. Victoria Showme, First Lady B. Bye now.